Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of the Rowdy Texan Abroad. We are here today because I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about our recent trip to Branson and the restaurants we ate at, but not only give my perspective as a grown adult, but also my daughter, who is 8 years old and is very picky on her food. So if you've got picky eaters at home, enjoy the video because she's going to give some good pointers. I mean, she's picky to the point she does not eat mashed potatoes and never has. So y'all hang out. We'll be back with y'all and get to going.
From burgers on Main Street to castles of gold, Branson adventures and highways untold. Every mile's a brand new reward. Come ride with the Rowdy Texan Abroad.
Welcome back, everybody. And so we are going to start talking about the restaurants that we went to while we were on vacation in Branson. We hit up several places, a few that are really well-known places, and then some obscure ones as well. So we are going to kind of get into that. So the first place that we really went, we got into Branson on Sunday, right? Sunday before 4th of July. And we got to our Airbnb, and that day we just kind of hung out.
We barbecued outside.
We did burgers, right?
Mhm.
We did burgers outside. We did hot dogs. So didn't really do a whole lot because Monday we were going to be going to Silver Dollar City and wanted to save up our energy knowing it was going to be hot. Now, we're here in Central Texas, so that kind of heat is just common to us.
We're used to it.
Yeah, and so we weren't too worried about that, but those hills in Branson and at Silver Dollar City are no joke. Mia, what'd you think about the hills at Silver Dollar City?
Honestly, walking down, I wish I could run, but there were too much people. And I think I would have fallen on my face. But walking up, like you couldn't even push the stroller.
Yeah.
The hill. It was hard.
Yep. Her little brother, who is 3, we did take his stroller because we were realistic on stuff with how it was going to be. So yeah, pushing his stroller up those hills was no joke. So that Sunday we just kind of hung out and got ready for the next day. But the next day we did go to Silver Dollar City, and the first restaurant that we actually went to was the Smokehouse for barbecue. You know, we walked around for a while trying to figure out something to eat, and as Texans, we're well known for being super picky on our barbecue. And so we kind of reluctantly went there because it was one of the few places in Silver Dollar City that had covered dining that was not just outside exposed, because
He's not really picky. He'll eat anything.
most of the time, yeah. When it comes to barbecue, though, I am pretty picky on it as far as I like good barbecue, not crap. Mia, do you remember going there and sitting down outside? There were big, long tables, so no individual tables or anything.
No, well, I kind of remember it. Well, my brother was asleep whenever we were there, so gave everyone a chance to kind of calm down from dealing with him and everything. But honestly, the food was pretty good.
Yeah, you had chicken strips. I shared with my wife, her mom. I shared a 2-meat platter, and my parents also got a 2-meat platter. So we did sausage and brisket with the sides. So as you can see from the video, you know, everything looked really good. Mia, we got you and your brother. She said he was asleep, so we were going to let him sleep, but They got chicken strips and they looked good, but they looked like the box chicken strips you get from like Sam's or Costco, whatever y'all may have around you. What'd you think?
Um, Honestly, they were pretty much similar, the same to Whataburger, except it was like one of those things that you would get like your tater tots or fries in at Sonic or something. So it was pretty much tasted like Whataburger.
So for those of y'all who don't have Whataburger around you, they're really good. They're actual chicken tenders from the tenderloin of the chicken breast, and they've got a kind of heavy flour batter on them, real crunchy. So I mean, saying that they were like Whataburger is kind of a compliment. They looked pretty good. So what would you give them as a rating on 0 to 5?
Whenever you say zero, what do you mean?
0 means you took one bite and it upset your tummy and you threw them away immediately. 5 is you could eat them every day of your life.
Um, I don't really know. It's hard because I have a lot of favorite foods, but I think I might give it either a 2 or a 3.
Okay, so middle of the road on those. Now, as far as the barbecue went, so the brisket, was okay. It was slices, kind of thick slices, so it was okay. The sausage was good. We got a side of pickles with it, which I know you don't like pickles. My wife doesn't like pickles, but I do.
His mom and his dad like pickles. So,
Yeah. Um, they were I went into it thinking they were going to be dill pickles, because that's kind of how I associate barbecue down here in Texas. And where I grew up in South Texas, dill pickles are kind of a staple with barbecue with onion. They were bread and butter pickles. And as you can see, they are like glowing green. And I didn't like them. I think overall, I would give that barbecue as far as what we got. We got the brisket and we got the sausage. I would probably give it a 1.75. It was not great. The barbecue sauce was mediocre at best. If y'all go watch our video of Logan and I walking around Silver Dollar City, we walked by the Smokehouse and he and I actually talk about it. So yeah, it was not great. And given the opportunity, I wouldn't eat there again. Now, what my parents got brisket and turkey. So smoked turkey is one of my favorite things. I mean, as a matter of fact, I have one in the fridge. I'm cooking one tomorrow. And their turkey was shredded. I did not like it. I thought it was one of the grossest things I've ever eaten. And as anybody knows who cooks, in order to get chicken or turkey to shred, you either have to overcook it or you have to pretty much cook it in like a crock pot. You can't smoke it, you can't barbecue it to get it that way. And if you do, it's going to be overcooked.
Dad, whenever you say it's the worst thing you have, I know you don't like cheese at all. So, which would you like worse, cheese or the barbecue?
I would rather eat a double cheeseburger than have that shredded turkey.
Oh,
It was gross. So from the smoked turkey that I tried, I'm gonna give that a 0.5.
would you think it's like me with mashed potatoes?
Yeah, kind
Or
of.
worse?
No, I think it would be about equivalent with mashed potatoes. Since she was a baby, she has never liked mashed potatoes, and yeah. So
I honestly don't even like smashed stuff. Like I'll eat applesauce, but I will not eat anything smashed.
yeah, it
I won't
was.
eat smashed burgers.
That's something completely different. And but anyway, so that's going to be the ratings that we give the Smokehouse. And maybe it's a regional thing. we find going around different places, and even in Texas, from South Texas to Central Texas, the barbecue is way different. And so maybe that could be what it was. But yeah, as far as the smokehouse goes, if you're desperately needing a place to sit down and to relax and have something to eat, it's okay, but keep your expectations low.
Also, at Silver Dollar City, you need a place to sit down, cool off. The restaurants, you would have had to see which restaurants, because some of them don't cool you down at all. You're just on it. Some of them are real sweaty.
So next up, we have Molly Mills Restaurant and Buffet. We're not going to do these in order. So we went to the Smokehouse on Monday, our first day at Silver Dollar City. Later on in the week, we went back and we ate at Molly Mills Buffet. This one was an interesting one. It was very, very small in selection. There was only a few items to choose from as far as entree. So the items and I'm having a hard time actually remembering exactly what was there. So they had fried catfish, they had salad available, you know, the kind of standard sides and everything, and a couple of dessert options. So I got the fried catfish. So this was actually one that with a picky eater, I would recommend skipping. The food is not good enough that you feel obligated to go there to try it. So it would be okay to skip it, but we're still going to talk about it. So really, I think whenever we went, I don't know, you ate some lettuce and that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, because I'm real picky with my lettuce. I will only eat, like, you get lettuce. You might like dark green lettuce. I honestly like the real light green lettuce, which is real crunchy. I don't know why. It's not crunchy because it's bad. It's just how they make it. And that's the only thing I ate. He just gave me a spoonful. Like, I ate what I liked. I didn't even eat the carrots. Honestly, he made me try a little bit of fish, but honestly, it wasn't. Nothing was really good besides the lettuce I like.
Yeah, as with somebody with a picky eater, this is definitely one to skip. Now,
Yeah.
what I got as far as the catfish went, it was really good. I would give the catfish a rating of probably a 3.5 because it was really good. Everything else was just kind of what you would expect from a buffet. There wasn't anything that stood out about it that I would say, hey, this is a must see spot overall. But so if y'all are not picky, I don't know how often they change the menu and they offer breakfast. So breakfast may be a better option. We went right when they started lunch. So it,
It
yeah.
was the closest thing by us. Everyone wanted to sit down. It was the closest place right where we at. Like we were right. We had made our way from the front all the way back to the front. Just kind of went in a circle, going on rides before lunch, and then we found that, and it was just closest to us. Everyone was worn out. Everyone wanted to eat. Everyone got hangry. So it was the closest place that we could sit down and cool off. But honestly, now I think everyone kind of wished we had gone somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't know if grandma and grandpa would agree with that because there was a lot of stuff there that they really liked.
Honestly, my grandparents were with us, and they pretty much ate all of it. I mean, they ate pretty much like a lot of it. I don't know if they liked all of it, but they I don't know how much they liked it, but I would say by the way they ate that they would have given it like from 0 to 5, maybe a 4 or 3.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. It's very much for an older crowd. Now, one of the big upsides to it is fully enclosed with air conditioning. So that was that was something that kind of gave it a bump on there.
If you're not very, if you pretty much like everything you eat, you sure go try it. You're like me, you pretty much don't eat anything. I would recommend not going and trying it because it's just their food is not the best. Okay, we are back, and now we're going to talk about the showboat, which was inspired or made by Silver Dollar City.
So it's the Branson. I think it's called the Branson Bell. It's the big showboat. It is owned by Silver Dollar City.
There's like live music on it, and oh, there's no suggestions. At the very end, there is someone very balanced, and just see her balancing. It's great.
I'm just kidding. Come here. I'm just teasing. Do they look familiar? No, of course not. I'm just kidding. You got something else. You're gonna get dessert first. I'm just kidding. That was.
Would you? So you enjoyed the show, the singing, the balancing, and all that?
Honestly, the food wasn't really. No.
Yeah, the food on this one is a preset meal.
Like you don't get to order. The chef knows what to cook. They tell us what we're gonna eat. Like you can't even change a thing.
Yeah, so we had pulled pork, we had a small chicken breast and mashed potatoes and green beans and everything.
Me and my brother had chicken nuggets, which weren't really good. We also had green beans as well, and I don't remember what other thing, but I wouldn't even. I was struggling to finish the chicken nuggets, not for how good they were, but I didn't like anything.
They were a little different. The food that we had, the pulled pork, the chicken breast was really good. Of course, it's cooked in mass quantities, so it was a little overcooked. It was dry. It had a gravy on it, which was okay. The pulled pork could have used some barbecue sauce. Again, being cooked in mass quantities like that, it's going to be hard to do it. Yeah, you can't, you don't have a choice. Now, I would highly recommend looking at the menu ahead of time to determine if it's going to be stuff that you're going to like. The other thing when it comes to Silver Dollar City and the Showboat, there is no alcohol served at all. So if you're going on to this Showboat wanting, hey, I'm going to have a drink and dinner in the show, plan ahead.
We ordered a tea.
Yes. Now, one thing that's really cool about Silver Dollar City and the Branson Bell is they do have cups that are you pay for them on the front side, and then they are unlimited refills for the day. And then if you come back, in the case of Silver Dollar City, like we did, it's only $7 to reactivate, and then you get fountain drinks all day. Would recommend that, absolutely. But as far as the boat with everything, now keep in mind when we're talking about this, we're rating this based off of the food, not the show or the park or the environment. None of that is being accounted for here. So we're just talking about the food. So as far as the chicken nuggets go from the Showboat, what's your final verdict?
Well, they didn't upset my tummy. I think I was just upset because I was hungry. I was tired. It didn't really upset my tummy, but a one is like something I'll never eat again, right?
Yeah.
I might give it a one.
Okay, that's a little.
Applesauce. This might be a little funny, but same as normal.
Yeah, it was just a plastic container of applesauce.
Honestly, my brother eat pretty much everything. He always does. And honestly, I don't know how he felt about the chicken nuggets because he didn't really eat a lot, but he did eat more than me. Honestly, I don't even remember if he likes green beans, but I know.
Yeah. So with mine, it's kind of tough to judge it because it was such a like a variety, green beans, it was the chicken, the pulled pork, all of that. But I think overall it wasn't bad. I would give it a 3. I would, if somebody put that plate in front of me right now and was like, "Hey, here's what we're having for dinner," I'd have no problem with it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. I would recommend doing the showboat, the Silver Dollar City showboat. The entertainment is phenomenal. They have singers, they have a magician that's a comedian, they have a balancing act. It's overall good. But what do you think as an 8-year-old? Would you recommend, if parents have kids who aren't picky eaters, would you recommend them do the showboat?
Um, yeah, show is phenomenal. The magician is great. He does fantastic tricks, and it's a great show.
All right. So we would definitely recommend it.
Next, we're gonna talk about Jackie B. Goode's Uptown Diner.
So we went here one of our first couple of nights that we were there. Somebody was having an attitude problem, and I think
Talking about his son.
no, I am not. Somebody was tired. We had had a busy day. We had had a lot going on, and she's usually, as you know, she is the burger princess. And this was a night where she outright was refusing to eat a burger.
I didn't like one.
But the menu's pretty big, and but again, with her being such a picky eater, normally the go-to is chicken nuggets, chicken strips, hamburger, and she was just refusing to cooperate that night.
But then I got a burger because I wanted dessert.
Yeah, so she ended up getting a burger there. It's not one of the burger reviews because that was just a night she was not up to it. But the atmosphere here is pretty cool. They have a stage where they have people singing and everything. The music was good. They were doing a lot of like 90s country, which I love. Now, I would say to the other cool thing about Jackie B. Goods was the story about the owner. He was a veteran. He was a highly decorated veteran. So I would say they've got a lot of stuff when you first walk in that is his medals and everything. So that was kind of worth looking at.
At Jackie B. Goods, there is also live music. Whenever you walk right through the door, there's a table. You come in, they'll deal with you to your seat and do all that. But also, there's like a pole, and it has a sign that says tips, and you put $1 in there. I don't know what it does, but the singer, I don't know if the singer comes to you or knows if who does it, but I know it's a recommendation for singing.
Well, you probably didn't see the sign there. So the tips are how the musical acts get paid. So there was a sign there that said that all the tips were what the musician gets. So I guess they're not paid by the restaurant to be there. So they are surviving off tips. So, drop them a few dollars if you can whenever you're there. But let's get down to the food. So you just had a simple burger and fries. We talked about it when we were there, I think, but again, we didn't do the full burger review. If I remember correctly, did you give that burger a 4?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think so. I think that was one that you really liked. You gave it a 4. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. So when it comes to chicken wings, which I love, I am very, very, very critical of them. I mean, whenever I make wings, it is a multi-day process.
You say critical. What do you mean by that?
I am going to be very hard on places that have wings because I expect a lot out of wings. So when I cook wings, I am sous videing them, putting them in the sous vide for a couple of hours. Then I'm pulling them out, putting them on a pan with a wire rack, and they're going in the fridge for 24 hours to dry the skin.
He honestly loves to cook, so I guess he does the long way around. I don't know.
Well, sometimes the long way around is the right way to do it.
And it's more fun because usually when he cooks, he'll do barbecue or burgers or steak or something, sausage, and he will do it outside. And I guess he likes it because we all get to spend time as a family.
That's very much one of the things. But with my wings, once they've been in the fridge for 24 hours, the sous vide has cooked them all the way through. So then I am cranking up my deep fryer as hot as I can get it with peanut oil, drop the wings for 30 seconds to crisp up the skin on the outside, and then I am saucing them and we're done. So I have a process for my wings. So over the years, experimenting with how to cook them, I've found ways that work but aren't the best. So here, the wings were not great. I was expecting better for a diner, and I was very disappointed. Now, they are breaded wings, but they seem to be ones that come in breaded already. And so the breading is very crumbly. It's very kind of dense on there. And so that's how they came in.
So you said at home, whenever you cook it, you like to have them crispy, right?
Right.
What do you mean by crispy?
I like the skin to be crispy, where even with sauce on them, when you bite them, there's still a crunch.
So like onion rings, on the outside of it, it's crispy. If y'all seen onion rings, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But like on onion rings, you want your wings on the outside to be real crispy, and on the inside just protein.
Well, I mean, they're chicken, so they're protein, but on the inside, I want the meat to be
Soft.
but no, more firm. I like the meat to be firm, where when you take a bite of a wing, all of the meat should not come off the bone. That is either boiled or overcooked. And so with these, they were wings that come in pre-done, so they just drop them in a fryer and they're done. Now, I will say the sauce that they used, I got traditional buffalo sauce. The sauce that they used was really good. I enjoyed the buffalo sauce. The wings themselves were subpar. So for these wings, I'm going to give them a 1.25. I would not recommend getting wings at this restaurant. Her grandparents got a club sandwich that looked amazing. I was mad because that was going to be my second choice. It looked really good. I mean, it was stacked. The toast on the outside looked perfectly cooked. So I was kind of mad that I didn't get that. Overall, I would give Jackie B. Goods, I would say give it a shot. The food, but I would keep my expectations low. Get traditional diner food. Get you a club sandwich. Get you a burger. Something like that. I think her brother, we got him chicken nuggets, and they looked really good, if I remember correctly. So I would say put it on the list to give it a shot, but keep your expectations low on what you get. So next up, we went to the world famous Mel's Hard Luck Diner.
Step back into a true classic at Mel's Hard Luck Diner, where you'll meet Branson's original singing servers who will sing for your dinner. In this 50s-style diner, you'll delight in our servers, bringing you great food, friendly service, and stellar entertainment any time of the day. Simply the best American diner food with generous, delicious portions. The menu features blue plate specials, burgers, Reubens, and patty melts, plus a soda fountain with real malts, shakes, and floats. Dessert? They are works of art. Everything brought to you by our talented singing servers.
It is well known. It's one of the most famous places around the Strip in Branson. It is just It's one that's well known. There have been several shows on like Food Network and different things that discuss it and talk about it. This place was probably one of my favorite places that we went. What about you?
Yes, honestly, he said that I gave the burger. I don't think I did a burger. No,
You did.
yes, I did. And he said I gave it like a 3. But honestly, now I think I might want to change it to a 4. And honestly, it's one of my favorite places we've eaten because the dessert was phenomenal. My brother Quinn, that's his name, he got chicken nuggets, and they were, if you have ever had McDonald's, they were the exact same.
They looked really good. They
Yeah,
were
they phenomenal.
yeah.
He let me have one, and it was great.
As much as she loves burgers, as soon as you had one of his chicken nuggets, you would not stop talking about it while we were there. I got a burger at this spot, and normally I try to, stay away from burgers and stuff like that unless it's a place that is known for their burgers. This place, the burger was good. It was I so so before we get into the burger and the nuggets and all that rating with the desserts and all that, we did get a couple of appetizers. We got some onion rings, which again, picky eater doesn't eat onion rings, but we also got an order of cheese sticks.
We'll eat cheese sticks.
And they were really good. The cheese sticks were good. They had what seemed either the marinara I didn't really like. I didn't think it was good.
I liked it.
Okay. But overall the cheese sticks were really, really good. The onion rings were awesome. They bring you a side of ranch, which I love ranch.
Honestly, I don't get why people would like that, but honestly, I'm just a picky eater, so that's my opinion.
Fair enough. So let's get down to the main event on there. So the burger that I had was good. I would so on my rating, I'm gonna give that a 3.6. It was good, but it wasn't something to me that would make the place stand out. It wasn't something that is above and beyond that would say this is a place to try because of the burger.
So down here in Texas, leaving our city, it's called Big Rob's Burgers, and there was a sign on front. We went there for one of our days where he was off, and I was either off of school or in summer, I don't remember. But we went there and we saw a sign. He told me it was voted best burgers. I said, let's see. And I saw a sign on the cover that said best burgers. Honestly, I wouldn't really agree with them.
Well, you did a full review from Big Rob's Burgers, so y'all go check that out to see her in the moment.
Also, get your friends to watch them. Give me thumbs up.
Hey, this isn't a commercial for your video.
Cut this part out.
So overall, your burger, you did a full burger review, and it sounds like you're kind of hindsight changing that to a 4, which is good. So I think she would consider. Would you consider this place for the hamburgers a must visit?
Do you mean Hard Luck Diner or Big Rob's?
Hard Luck Diner.
Yes, because it was one of my favorites.
This is also a place that has the famous singing wait staff. So the wait staff will take turns. They get a microphone, they walk around and they sing. Our waiter, who was telling us he is in a production of Grease, he sang Beauty School Dropout, which my mom loves the movie and the play Grease. So, he did really well. So it's a place to see for entertainment value, even though he was dressed like Billy from Stranger Things, which was a little weird for me in this location, but I digress on that. The chicken nuggets, go ahead. I know you want to talk about the chicken nuggets. Talk about the chicken nuggets.
honestly, I only had one. It's mostly my brother, but I'm kind of impressed because he will almost eat chicken nuggets everywhere, and he did not really eat. And honestly, he's kind of a weirdo because he eats his chicken. He eats pretty much everything with mustard and mayonnaise. But he ate his chicken nuggets with mustard and mayonnaise. So, but anyway, he didn't really eat the chicken nuggets. I'm kind of impressed that he didn't eat them. And honestly, after that burger, I was tempted to eat them, but I was full, so I didn't want to push myself.
You mean tempted?
Tempted to eat them, and I didn't want to push myself because I was full. But I asked him to remind me. Oh, they all know he's my dad. I asked him to remind me if we ever go to that place again and I order a burger, remind me, get the chicken nuggets.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the dessert.
honestly, the kids' dessert. Oh, don't order 3 scoops of ice cream. No, is it 2 or 3?
I had 2 scoops of ice cream, which I thought were just going to be traditional scoops
Like that big.
in a bowl, no problem.
Maybe they were gonna look like that big. Did you think they were gonna be like that big or about like that?
I thought they would be traditional ice cream scoops.
Like
And
the same size as as ice cream scoops at home.
yeah,
But those ice cream scoops ended up.
it was a mountain of ice cream in a glass container.
The things were.
Oh, the scoops had to be crammed in there like this. It was ridiculous. And they do an ice cream flavor of the day. So it was chocolate chip cookie dough, which is one of my favorite ice cream flavors. And I mean, this one, it was just ice cream in a bowl. Well, a bowl, it was like the glass jars, the old style. Yeah. 5. Solid 5. No question in my head. That would be a reason to go there. If you do dinner somewhere else and you're just looking for dessert, that is what to go for.
Also, if you have a kids, I would recommend like getting I don't know, my parents got me a small, and it was about that. It had to be like that big.
She got a kid's chocolate milkshake, and it was
on top.
I mean, it was like this.
Big.
Yeah.
I couldn't even finish it. I didn't even get halfway through it. It was really good, but by the time we were leaving, honestly, I got full and from the ice cream and all the food, so I stopped eating it. But by the time we were leaving, I took a few more sips for how good it was.
It was really good. So
that I'm honestly thinking that's one of everybody's favorite places.
Would you agree? Like the food, going for the food, it was okay, but like if you're going for dessert, that's where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's fantastic. I would recommend going there.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So far, so good. We are down to the last restaurant that we went to. Now, this was a place that my mom had seen online and through videos and stuff. It is called the Keeter Dining at the College of the Ozarks.
The beautiful Keeter Center at College of the Ozarks is a destination in itself and sure to become one of your Branson favorites. College of the Ozarks earned the nickname Hard Work U from the Wall Street Journal because students work on campus instead of paying tuition. And those hardworking students make your Keeter Center experience truly memorable. Branson's finest dining awaits you for lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch at the Keeter Center's Dobbins Dining Room, voted Branson's best restaurant by the readers of 417 magazine. Here's why. Honoring the college's long tradition of agriculture, your meal begins in the college gardens, where students harvest fresh ingredients for a true farm-to-fork dining experience. Then C of O skilled culinary students work alongside accomplished chefs to prepare your entree. And at the Keeter Center, we believe how you're served is just as important as what you're served. You'll quickly discover our student staff rivals the service of any five-star restaurant.
So what's really cool is this is a culinary school where everybody working there is earning a degree in various things. And so all of the cooks are actually getting their culinary education there. It is a straight farm to table food. Most of the stuff, if not all of it, is actually grown and raised on the campus. So here the menu is fairly limited. I started off with a Caesar salad it was good, but I wouldn't put it up there with like the best I've ever had. It was definitely good. It would be a solid 3. I would recommend getting it. They brought some biscuits and rolls to the table with a variety of like spreads. So they had regular butter, they had strawberry butter, and then they had like a jelly. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Oh, yeah, I think we ate there for our last day.
It was one of the last days we were there, yeah. And it was so the salad was okay. The bread was really good. I tried it was a cranberry biscuit with the strawberry spread on it, and it's dried cranberries. So they were really good. I really enjoyed that bread. I mean, the bread was a 4.
I didn't really eat anything because
Shocker.
picky.
So everybody at the table kind of got the exact same thing other than the kids. So me, my wife, my parents got the fried chicken with garlic mashed potatoes and green beans. Holy crap. This was by far one of the best fried chickens I've ever had. And for those of y'all who aren't familiar with kind of Southern style food, it's just a fried chicken breast, and with no bone, and it was awesome, awesome, awesome. Now the kids, they had the personal pizzas that were served there.
Did we get pizza?
I thought so.
No, I think I got a pizza and he got something different.
Well,
Anywho.
yeah, doesn't matter. Quinn's not here to give us his rating on what he had.
He won't even remember. He'll just say, I had a chicken nugget or something.
But you had the cheese pizza. So how was it? I didn't get a chance to try a bite, but how was it?
I mean, if y'all have Ilarios around you from wherever you live, if y'all eat the pizza, you know how the cheese is real stringy.
Ilario's is our local pizza place, so they will not have an Ilario's around them. It is local. There's not a chain. There's only one.
Okay, well, if you live in Texas, go to Ilario's. If you live somewhere else, womp womp. But the pizza was way different. And I don't know if you have Mod around you, Mod's Pizza, but that's my favorite pizza place. And this pizza, honestly, it's not gonna change the fact that Mod is my favorite pizza place.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. But so go ahead. What would you say that you would rate it on the 0 to 5?
Like sometimes in different places with different pizzas, not just want a pizza, but sometimes Texans will fold their pizza.
That's a New York thing. That's New York style with the big floppy pizza. That's a New York style pizza.
Some people will fold their pizza and then eat it. And I tried that. It worked, but then all the cheese ended up coming off of one slice. So then I just ate it regularly. And it was kind of hard to fold it because how little it was and the crust was real crunchy. But it all in all, it was pretty good. I think I might rate it a 2 or a 3.
Okay. Well, So you pick one, two or three. Remember, two is kind of on the downside. Like you wouldn't order it again. It was okay, but you'd never get it again.
Maybe 3.
Okay. So middle of the road on that. As far as the chicken fried chicken goes, that is probably a 4.8. That is a destination food. Now, and walking around, getting up to go to the restroom and coming back and kind of, spying on other tables and what they got, everything looked great. Our waitress was awesome. She was really nice. She said she was working on her degree in hospitality and she was doing an awesome job. This is a place that overall is one to go to.
So all in all, I think it's just a college, and I saw rooms like I think it might have been a college matched with a hotel. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe. But it's a college restaurant.
It was really well. So again, this is a working college where you actually get to work along with what your degree plan is. And if you're hospitality, they do have what appeared to be a hotel in the building. We didn't confirm if they did or not. One thing I would say though is if you're planning on going there, call the Keeter and ask if they take reservations because we got there pretty early. I mean, it was 11:30 when we got there.
Was packed. Like we had an hour wait
Yeah.
for just a table of like 6 for just a table for 6. And I saw a table that directly had 6 chairs, and they gave pretty much every restaurant we go to we're a table of 6, but that place I saw a table of 6. Give us a table of 8. We always have a table of 8. So
it was a popular place. We did have an hour wait, so definitely give them a call to see if they do reservations before you head out there. So that wraps it up. That's all the places we ate. We had 6, we were there from Sunday to Sunday. We ate out 6 times. A lot of times we cooked at the cabin that we were at. We had a really nice gas grill. We did some burgers, some franks. We did steaks one night. So to wrap everything up, Mia, so what would you say was your favorite thing about eating in Branson and your least favorite thing?
So, you're basically saying what was my favorite place and what was my least favorite place?
Yeah.
So, my favorite place, was, a Hard Luck Diner, but my least favorite place, okay, this is kind of hard, because I didn't really like the food at the Showboat, but then Molly Mills Buffet is the one I got percent right.
Yeah.
And that's where I got the fish, and I didn't like the food either. So I would say favorite one is Hard Luck Diner, and the least favorite one is Molly Mills Buffet and the Showboat. But the Showboat, their food isn't really good, but their dessert is good, and the show is fantastic.
Yeah.
The magician is really good. The singers are great. Sometimes, if you're going there for an anniversary or a birthday, I would recommend going on a Showboat, because they do something special for y'all. So
Absolutely. So I think my favorite place was, as far as the food goes, would probably be the Keeter with the chicken fried chicken. Least favorite place, I go back and forth, but between Jackie B. Goods and the Smokehouse is going to be my least favorite. Again, if I'm picky whenever it comes to barbecue, I've got a full brisket in the fridge right now that is dry brining to get up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to cook. But I would say, give it a shot if you're there in Silver Dollar City wanting some barbecue. Stay away from the turkey. I would highly recommend staying away from the turkey. But that's it. So we hope y'all enjoyed everything. If y'all are getting ready to head to Branson, or you're there or thinking about it, drop some comments, some questions in the chat. And I'm always checking it a few times a day to see, what's going on. So,
if you live down in here in Texas and you're planning to drive to Branson, leave early. It's a drive. We didn't get home till like 11 at night, but also we did a lot of stops. So
her potty training 3-year-old brother required a lot of stops. So keep that in mind if you're going with the toddler. But at the end of the day, fun trip. We're back. Hopefully we'll see y'all soon. And holla at your boy.
Main Street to Castles of Gold, Branson adventures and highways untold. Every mile's a brand new reward. Come ride with the Rowdy Texan abroad.